Hang on. There we go. I had to share the YouTube link to the Discord. I think it was C. McDonald. Yo, Antonio Esparza. He says, yo. No, the Discord was asking because there's nothing going on right now with sports, at least. Big letdown. Phil, big letdown. I'll get to that in a second. No, nothing going on with the sports. And what's up, Phil? The Discord said, let's do a Showdown show. Why not? So I asked Mark, JBC. He hasn't dug into it yet, so he can't. He may pop in. Snyder's working out, so that's 2 hours. So I'll do it solo for now. Nothing going on except for Coldplay concert. Forever meme. Forever. And now I'm getting catfished by the apology letters. JBC just posted one in Discord. One line in the fake Andy apology from the CEO guy who got caught. He said, "I've tried to hide my actions, but the truth has finally been revealed. I am a Coldplay fan." One of the fake apologies, I just got catfished by it badly. One of the fake apologies said it looked real, and at the very end he goes, as a Fred once sang, "Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones." And I thought, this is the corniest ass dude ever. Okay. Also, someone tweeted about me giving them insight. It's to the ice maker they should buy. I just put it out there on Twitter. If you are into ice makers or ice culture, I think it's the only thing I can credibly claim I have any expertise on. That's it. Everything else is hogwash / bullshit. But the Brio Moderna ice dispenser, not a great name, Moderna, for the ice maker, but it was pre-2020. I would get that. What else? Yes. Those hats look good. Yeah, they do look good. Here, I'll bring one down. Let me give you a secret about Rumpier Sports and our gear. Okay, let me give you a secret. Tony keeps all of these hats. He has full jurisdiction over the hats. I've been asking for one of his green ones for how long I've been here? 2 years, almost? 2 years. Nothing. You're not getting one. They do look good, and they wear well. Tony knows hats, so. That's that. Also have DraftKings stuff. There we go. DraftKings hat. You want that? You want a flask? Hat, flask. If you want it, why don't you do this? One of you. We did a contest on the other show. Do the contest in this show for hashtag DraftKings partner. Put in the comments, and I'll repeat this throughout. There's not going to be a ton of people watching. 157 right now. It's not bad. Thank you. Put in the comments. I'll repeat this again. If you want this, right here. 1 second. It's a hockey jersey. Wiley. 77. Right there. From our friends at SaberSim. Our good friends at SaberSim. We got a lot of friends. When you're friends with people, you get stuff. So the hat, DraftKings hat, kind of custom. They gave us a bunch to give to our friends. Or this. Put the round 2 leader tomorrow. Who leads after round 2 tomorrow? Open Championship. Not the Barracuda. Not Taylor Montgomery, who's under par. He He was 3 under through 1 in a Stableford. And if you don't know Stableford, when you're under par, you suck. You suck. So Taylor Montgomery, late night genius by Matthew Wiley. Grant Horvat. Honestly, this dude cannot take a joke. Him and his friends, him and his gang of friends. I have nothing against what they do. It's fantastic. But don't be so self-serious, my dudes. Wes Bryant coming to his defense. Learn syntax first before you weigh in on Twitter trying to burn people. These golfers just think they can do everything. I'm a good golfer. I can also be smart and say funny things. Yeah. You're not. It's just, that's the problem with golf, professional golf. That is the problem. These guys want to LARP around as regular people. Just stay in your lane. I've learned to do that. I used to LARP around as other people. Don't do it. No, I know ice and giveaways. All right, round two leader. Who's it going to be? What's the score? Round 2 leader at the Open Championship, not the Barracuda, the Open Championship. For a hat or a flask? We'll look back at the comments. Someone will have to remind me of this thing. Has the comments here shortly, or tomorrow at least. All right, so -9 Ty Hatton. You know what, Myron Kidd? I don't mind that. Yeah, Wes Bryant even going after Brian Kirshner. The fuck? And it was such a bad burn. It was just like, calm down. If it has not been proven over the last 4 years that maybe you're not what you thought you were, here we are. -8 Rose, -7 Fitzpatrick, -7 Fitzpatrick. Matthew Brown just completely smothers JP Kershaw. You want to split the hat? Matthew Brown and JP Kershaw? Good strategy. All right. So we were talking about this in the Discord. Let's predict the cut tomorrow. Cut prediction brought to you by Pellegrino. Grab yourself one today. I think that probably at best, and I have not looked at data/golf, but my gut, let me look at the scores right now. There are 69 players, at +1. 69 at +1. 70 in ties, no 10 shots to the lead make the cut. I think we're seeing +3. I think we're seeing, there's Myron, no, I don't think so, man. I think the cut's going to be +3 because it's going to be not great weather tomorrow, rainy. I think if you want a wave advantage, if you want to squeeze one right now, just looking at our proprietary weather model at Run Pure Sports, it says late afternoon. Maybe late afternoon, you get some break in the weather. But regardless, this course is showing its teeth. There's a joke there. There's a joke I could have dropped there. The course is showing its teeth. And I love that. I don't want the 30 under, nothing against the other courses in the Rota, but I don't like the 30 under old course. I found it to be a real struggle today for these players to get to beyond minus. They didn't shoot 66. Guys came out early, shot a 67, but I think that was the ceiling. A lot of the guys at +2, I would say, are still in this. But for guys for guys who are +7, I mean, 60, like Bryson DeChambeau, low owned. I don't think it burned a lot of people. Not really surprising, because to succeed on this course, you've got to have a lot of clear-mindedness. I mean, that's what Brian Harmon said, I believe, today. So your head's got to be completely clear. You can't be overthinking on this course, or your mind can't be racing. And I don't know if that's Bryson's problem, but this, if your iron game this week, I saw it, I told my guys about it, told the Discord about it. I watched the entire, not that this is like a scientific method, but I did watch round 4, the entire round of 2019. Most of that round with Lowry and Fleetwood, they were hitting less than driver off the tee. I would say probably you get to 14 holes with less than driver off the tee. It was pure irons. And even with irons, you weren't guaranteed, or 3-wood, you weren't guaranteed not to hit the fescue. Sorry for using the word fescue, but it's fescue. And unlike at Renaissance last week at the Scottish, there's no lie in this fescue that isn't punitive. It's a bogey. Wet, and you can't find your ball, it's a bogey. Even the almost, what do they call it, intermediate cut, one of one can help me there. Intermediate cut, first cut, rough, that's a layup. And a layup, you're now into really challenging, undulating greens with some, incredible hands. And what did Shane Lowry do well back in 2019? He hit his mid-irons perfect. And we know how good his hands were and are. And he's still in this. What's Shane Lowry? -1? -1. Gained 2 on approach today. So I don't think a 68 out there is just going to be out there to get. The course is very defensible. Defendable? Defensible. I made up the word. Whatever. So I would be more fearful if this course ever firmed out and got real hard and fast. Scotty nuked the field approach. Going into this, I said, elite iron player, elite shot maker at the green or wedge player, but can play off these undulations, these hills, these uneven lies. What does that sound like? Into greens that are, elevated. These are a lot of downhole holes, a lot of uphill holes. It looked like you're playing golf on the craters of the moon. Don't want to correlate to Augusta National, but second shot course, heavy iron play, extremely skilled around the greens, really good shot maker. And it correlated to the 2019 leaderboard that had Finau, it had Reed, it had Westwood, had Lowry. And look who's here now. Zach Johnson, the old dogs. Finau's back, right? Finau's always been a good long iron player, and he's always been very crafty around the green. Scotty Hatton, both. You can't pick 2, Jason Crowley. You know that. You're a Kentucky guy. Don't break the rules. But what's the leaderboard now? Right? I mean, look at the leaderboard now. Scheffler, Fowler's back. Brian Harmon, great hands. Justin Rose, crafty veteran. Zach Johnson, Sergio Garcia. These guys are all under par. And who struggled? Well, Bryson's +7. What was his biggest problem at Augusta National? Irons, right? You can't bully this course, as someone said. I think Aaron Oberholzer. I need some Pellegrino. Said you cannot bully this course. It's art over science. The only thing that got Scotty in trouble today was what? He gained 4 in approach. Next up was Rahm, who had a great round at 3. But Scheffler by a wide margin. A few tee shots of his, and I don't know if it was less than driver or it was irons, but they, little snap hooky. A lot of bad bounces here too. A lot of bad bounces. There's so much undulation. It's uphill, it's downhill. Into the green, you can ricochet left and right. You hit a fairway bunker, which there's not as many of in terms of an open course. It's a penalty. I mean, it's a stroke. So I can't I don't think anyone's going to go out there and shoot lights out. It could happen, but I don't see like someone going 61. Like the ISCO in Kentucky last week. I just don't think it's there. I mean, this course is perfectly setting up for Scotty in that he plays difficult courses because he doesn't move backwards, right? He hangs in there for the -3s till he's -5, till he's -7, till he's -9. And then everyone else is just going to have that triple. There's going to be guys chasing the lead, but they're going to have the triple or a double. So it's going to be, I think the win is going to come from not being part of the attrition. And who does that best? Who does that best? Nick Taylor. Who are the biggest disappointments today? That's the question. And by the way, if you're not in the giveaway yet, get in the giveaway. Get in the giveaway. DraftKings hat. DraftKings flask. Cannot be responsible for contents of said flask. Pick the winner tomorrow. Pick the round leader, end of round 2 leader tomorrow, and the score. And one of you gets one of these. Little gift. Ryan Fox. I would say Ryan Fox, though, if it's going to be +3, I think the +4s, the Hovlands, which we need, +2s, I think they're very much in it. Hovland actually did really well around the green. What's always been Hovland's problem? Around the green. He didn't do well with his irons today at all. Lost strokes. Lost strokes. Not in the -3 level that Bryson did, but they lost a stroke. Fleetwood, if you're still playing Fleetwood. I watched Fleetwood's round from 2019. Guy has no gas. No gas. It's like when he has or sniffing the lead or is close to it, he gets scared. He gets put off by one bad shot, 2 missed putts, missed every putt, and then just completely retreats. His game just folds. But who are the biggest disappointments? Ryan Fox, kind of. I'd say Patrick Reed and Nick Taylor. Patrick Reed in that low 7s range. Who's he with down there? Oh, Ryan Fox, right. Patrick Reed was worse than Ryan Fox. It's best not to have either today, at least. But Patrick Reed has a ton of work to do. Patrick Reed lost 2 strokes putting. He lost 4 strokes off the tee. His irons were okay, but dude couldn't putt, and that's not Patrick Reed. And is that just indicative of reps for the Live Tour? I don't know. Rahm's doing okay. Rory's still doing okay. The big dogs, the 3 big dogs, are still in this. Colin Morikawa, quit chasing that dude. Quit chasing him. You're going to get one of one all upset in our Discord. It's like now you've got a guy in Fitzpatrick who is what? 200 par, 300 par, 400 par, 400 par. On the lead, Fitzpatrick, who could win? Matthew Fitzpatrick could win tomorrow, Sunday. And he gets off Billy Foster. That didn't sound right. He gets away from Billy Foster. And now his career is back after a few months. And Colin Morikawa now on caddy number 3. The only way it's going to work for Billy Foster and him is if it's going to work and work quickly. But those two may kill each other. Did you see Colin Morikawa's expressions today? Not happy with life. Not happy. So I would say disappointments, at least for me. Who's your favorite play? I got a good one, Kyle Miller. I've got a very good one. Disappointments for me, Nick Taylor for sure. Nick Taylor for sure, because I just felt small ball, iron player, one of the better iron players on tour, correlate to, let's say, small greens, seaside conditions, windy conditions, wet conditions, at a course that he's won at, Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach. Not today. This happens. I mean, that's variance in golf. What are you going to do? Nick Taylor was abysmal putting, abysmal around the green. I'm not shocked by Phil's game at this course. This is a course that demands a tremendous amount of experience and touch, which, look at Stuart Sink. At least for a lot of the day, he was there, right? Zach Johnson, -1, top 20. It is just something that you're going to have a tremendous amount of skill and guts to make certain shots around these greens at some point. So Kyle Miller, who was your favorite player to bounce back and get in contention? To me, like on the bubble, Brooks Koepka, probably not a great play in the 8K range, but seeing the U.S. Open and really just his mindset to get back into this and to get back into major contention when his coach was yelling at him in the bunker, I just felt like maybe he flipped a switch. And listen, today, Brooks Koepka, top 10 approach, lost 2 with his putter. What's up, Ryan? Someone just came in behind me. I thought it was a ghost. It was Ryan. Lost 2 with his putter. So I did like his ball striking. That's okay. I think Brooks Koepka at 7-7. Kyle Miller, I think he can have a comeback. I wouldn't count him out. I think shooting 70 tomorrow gets you there for a +4. Other comebacks. Corey Connors +3. He was really good with his irons, or decent with his irons. Marco Penge is not out of it. Myron Kidd. I think the +7s, +6s, you got to be worried. There's some people in our Discord who aren't worried. I'd be worried. I'd be more so worried. Not a lot of 68s out there. But anything could happen. Comeback-wise, I don't know Corey Connors' price tomorrow, but there's a lot of flop lag in golf. And, I mean, even in matchups, you look at matchups and you take stats from a Thursday and apply them to Friday, just completely do the opposite of what you want to do. These guys completely turn their game around day to day. And the other way, too. So don't discount anything happening tomorrow. I just think that a lot of the guys who got too far away from a cut, and it could be +2. I don't think it'll be +1, but it could be +2. So, -4 tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck in wet conditions. The fescue is just going to be like concrete. And, there's just not a lot of ways to get back. You got the short par 5, par 4, hole 5, but still people are taking driver and hitting it left or right. And it takes an incredible pitch to get back up to the hole. Plus, the greens are slow. They're an 11 or 10. That's not American-style greens. I mean, the undulations are. But these guys play them fast. I mean, what were they last week in Kentucky? Like 14? They're fast. So you've got to be a good lag putter. And you're not going to make every 8-footer. And the second par, I mean, look at the first par 5. Few eagles there today, but you're in the fescue off the tee. You're par at best, and the second one's 600 yards. So there's really not these holes like we see, like even back 9 Augusta, which they're changing. But 13 was your catch up, 15 was your catch up. The par 5s, that's where you make your money. Like Rory did. He doubled, and at least he knew he had par 5s coming in, or a par 5 coming in where he could eagle. You really can't do that here. And you're just going to go, there's going to be a lot of triples and quads. So it just, to me, still sets up for Scheffler in that he doesn't make a ton of mistakes. He is absolutely torching the field with his iron play. He's putting well, getting 2 strokes putting. He's not going to go backwards, and he's just going to get to -9, -11. And basically, who can come with him? Who do we think is there right now? If you had to guess, comment. Who do you think is there? Who do you think is there Sunday or could get there based on this leaderboard? Rahm, Rory, certainly. Lowry, definitely in the mix. I'm going to give you another one here in a second. Fitzpatrick for sure. I don't know if Harris English wins. And by the way, with the Harris English thing, what does that say? I mean, he lost his caddy at the border because he was arrested for something. And so he's a fill-in, but Harris English still almost goes solo outright lead. That's insane. So bring a shopping cart out there with your clubs. Who cares? Well, let's look at the leaderboard. Who can actually win? I mean, Jacob Olesen, no. Albeit, I did see his swing on one lefty. I before I rubbed my eyes and went to sleep. Or do that when you wake up. Whatever. I saw his swing, a lefty, and it looked incredible. I thought before, I was like the only swing I saw, and I thought, that dude, it looks like a left-handed Obear. Aotong Lee, it's either +10 or -10 on Thursday. There's no in between. He'll come backwards. Tyrrell Hatton, Matt Fitzpatrick, certainly. Matthew Jordan, always take him in Open Championship. Scheffler, obviously there. Someone asked about Rose. Yeah, I think so. Mav McNeely, and that was JBC's core. That was his big conviction. Paid off, and it'll pay off for him. Matt McNeely for sure. Does he have his own helicopter? Yes. Does he have his own helicopter that attaches to his yacht? Yes. Does he have his own helicopter that attaches to his yacht that attaches to his airplane? Yes. No, I think that, what was I saying? Neiman potentially there Sunday. Yeah. There's some names at the top. Lowry's definitely not out of this. I mean, these creative shot makers are just going to be there because they can get out of trouble. They can go in the fescue, lay up, and then hit a spinny pitch to 8 feet and make par. That's why they're there. Look at the leaderboard 2019, going to shape up the same way. The Fowlers, this is the live cut show. Oh, it's not the live, excuse me. I was going to yell at you. Someone said he can do a live cut show. I was like, this is the live cut show. What is out of it? What is out of it? Who is out of it? Live cut show, we could probably do one. What time will it be? Probably about this time tomorrow. It's going to be a crazy sweat. We have names like Victor Hovland, for instance. Victor Hovland changes the game for a lot of people. I think he makes it. Who else is on the bubble at 2 and 3? Ryan Fox. People need him. People played the Scheffler lineups, albeit Scheffler came in third owned, right? 25%. I think that was surprising in the 25 to be 10% less than Rahm or Rory. I could argue it'd be 1, 2, 3, but not 1, 2, pause, 3. On the bubble though, Spieth is there. Not a lot of people played him, but I like it. Hovland, the biggest name. Harry Hall. Let me give you a Harry Hall stat today. Let me give you a Harry Hall stat. Hang on one second. Harry Hall. He sucks. Harry Hall. Let me get this. Harry Hall was so bad with his irons. He's on the last page. -4. -4 Harry Hall with his irons today. Gained 3 with his putter for a +2. You are not going to get around tomorrow with a -4 approach. I didn't see the rake thing with Fleetwood. I didn't. Did he think his golf club was a rake? Mike. So no, this is where we're at. Scheffler still good, 13-3 tomorrow, Showdown, but it's not going to be. You're not going to find your 6K guy shooting 61, right? I don't believe it's going to be this. You know, I'm not going to waste salary because I'm going to miss out on Eagles. I think you probably want Scheffler there, especially if he shoots 68. Or he almost had a streak at the end too. What are streaks worth now? Eagles, Eagle equity is certainly out there. I wouldn't stay away from Scheffler one bit. I don't know if Rahm can put together a good second round. Possibly. Rory still in it. Shaky start to Rory again. He putt really well last week at Scottish. He gained again with a putter this week, or today at least. Lost off the tee. He lost badly off the tee last week. Only hit 3 fairways, and Scotty is -3. Right. I mean, for me, I'm telling a golfer how you should golf, but whatever. You know, these caddies don't work sometimes. I would just put it in play as many times as you could do it with an iron. Course is softer, so you probably want to get the length, but it's a 1-stroke penalty. It's like going in the water if you're in the rough or the fescue, the tall fescue especially. There's no doubt about it. So Scheffler, there's a guy named C. Adam. Something Adam. I've heard of most golfers. I've never heard of this golfer before in my life. He's a Scottish guy, I think, or an English guy. Last name is Adam. Third in approach today, lost 2 strokes putting. He's +2. If you want to stone Min, someone give me his name. What's his name? Adam. Cameron Adam from Scotland. Never heard of him. Gained 3 strokes approach. Why couldn't Tom McKibben do that today? Yeah, I mean, Sky, he's going to walk him down. Yeah, I think so, at least. If it was a -18 under affair, it's not the Scotty I want. But give me what, -9 winner? In a ballpark that completely suits everything about his game. Pure iron play, great hands, clear-mindedness, and then a great lag putter. Good in the wind. Texas guy. You know, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But it's close. It's tight. But Sam Burns 8-1 tomorrow, gained 2.7, lost off the tee, but had a good round. Sam Burns. I think Snyder likes Sam Burns. He mentioned him too. 80-1. What is he? 80-1? I think he said 80-1 to be round 2 leader. Maybe, I don't know what it was. But Sam Burns, Sam Burns, best putter on tour last 3 months. He can always get it done there. Sam Burns striping his irons. Watch out for Sam Burns for sure. Definitely live. The other guy, Brooks Koepka. I forget who said off the radar. Off the radar for me, I think low owned Brooks Koepka 7-7. 7-7 for Brooks Koepka, who has to make the cut. Still not out of it. He's 8 back. I mean, he's a guy that can shoot 67. Right? Get to even par. Make the cut, +3. Brooks Koepka gained 2.3, lost 2 strokes putting. Again, is it the reps with these guys on the Live Tour? You can make a point. That's where Horvat's going next. I promise you that. That's where his camera crew is going to be allowed next. I promise you that. Plop. And everyone goes the trap. He was never going to get film coverage on the PGA Tour, right? People pay a lot of money for those rights. They're not going to give it to someone with 2 million followers. Not to say it's not the right idea, but they're not going to give it to you. I'm sorry. There's already too few dollars to go around as it is. And guess what? Guess what? They knew that. They knew that. No. Beat Horvat 1-1? No, I'm at 10. No. I wouldn't beat Grant Thornton 1-1. I wouldn't beat Horace Grant 1-1. I wouldn't beat Ulysses S. Grant in his current state 1-1. No, I would not. So I said Koepka, Burns. I'm gonna give you a third one. Let me give you a smasher, and I'll save the rest for the Run Pure Sports Discord. Come join our Discord. Come join our site. Talk to all of us 24 hours a day. Fuck no. Never. Never. Scratch. I almost cut off my pinky finger 7 years ago. I can't grip anything. I grip cups like this. It's insane. I look like an insane person. If you ever see me in public holding a bottle of Pellegrino like this, it's just it's just stupid. No, not a scratch. The other guy I was going to mention was Finau, 7.1. How did I what? How am I not? Oh, that. I sheared it off with a hunting knife, sharpening a carpenter's pencil. Boop, boop. It's holding on for dear life. Yes. I suggest never getting a hand injury like that. It just changes everything. Finau. Listen, you can take a lot of parts of Finau's game away as it applies to the American Tour, regular PGA Tour stops for ball striking. I don't care if Finau is, just waking up from a nap and he's 55 years old. You're just not going to take away those hands. It's like Tiger. Are you going to, even Tiger now with a blown Achilles, are you going to beat him 30 yards from the green? No. No. So Finau, though, even statistically, gained 2, really plus all around. Finau looked good. Finau looked real good. Finau's a play tomorrow. And anyone else we want to talk about? I circled some names. Taylor, we talked about. We need him. I think he's dust. Cannot trust a Canadian. Cannot trust Nick Taylor or Taylor Pendrith. Hovland, we need. Fleetwood, don't play. Schauffele lost 2 approach. Thomas lost 2 approach. Schauffele surprises me because he was number 1 strokes gained approach last week. He could turn that around. I was going to say that. His irons were really bad, but they were really good last week. So for the super good golfers who aren't completely, brain dead, -2, Schauffele can turn that around tomorrow. He still is even par, right? He's still probably close to the top off the tee. So he'll figure that out. Thomas, in high-scoring affairs on a Friday, I like Thomas. I don't know about tomorrow. Russell Henley, never. What's Russell Henley's price? Someone tell me Russell Henley's price tomorrow. There's a rule of thumb. Just always play Henley. Always play Henley. He has 3 insane days and 1 midday and just finishes, top 5. I would say Henley's 7-9 tomorrow? Don't worry, I'll look it up myself. I don't need your help. I don't need any help from the audience here. I'll look it up myself. Thank you. It's all good. Don't worry about me. 8-6. Okay. That makes things interesting. Think Cantlay makes it. Makes what? Makes the airport tomorrow? Yes. I think Cantlay makes it. +2. Yeah. I mean, Cantlay should be great here. But these guys, I mean, and it's a problem with myself as well. It's just you're chasing ghosts. Thomas last one. Oh, sorry. Morikawa last one. When? Cantlay last one. When? Spieth last one. 2022. He's got 6 kids. His neck hurts. He's 38, 35, 33, whatever he is. It's just different. It's different. They had a really good stretch when they're young, carefree. Life comes at you fast. So, especially with kids. I'd know. That's it. That is it. Let's all join hands together for Nick Taylor. I agree. I think just a prayer that we never play him again. We were the 6K really enveloped us. The alternative down there, well, Matthew Jordan, Lucas Glover played really well. Lucas Glover played really well in, I forget, 2019. 2019. Let me pull up the stats this week for Lucas Glover. Lucas Glover was 10th in my model. 10th. Elite iron play lately. Just had a good year. Now, should we shame him? Should we shame all of us for playing Lucas Glover with this broomstick anchoring aim point that does nothing? What are the stats on aim point, anchoring, and broomsticking with the mallet head? Do you get any better at putting? No, you just look like an insane person. Siwoo Kim, Keegan Bradley. 3, 2, 1, miss. Every time. Was it worth it? Just get a blade putter like Aldrich Potgieter. Be men. All right, finally, the contest. And we'll book out of here unless you have more questions. Decent show. Ban broomstick putters 2026. I think everyone should play. That's what I think the tour should play. It's like bats in Major League Baseball. Generally, everyone should play with the same putters. Blade, standard grip, no vulcanized grip, no overhand grip, nothing. Everyone putts the same way. I guarantee you, no one gets any worse. Contest. Tell me now before this ends. 1 entry per person. For this or this. Tell me right now, who is the round 2 leader tomorrow? At the end of the day tomorrow, who's leading this tournament, and by what score? I don't think Scheffler's been taken yet in this chat. But I mean, not a bad choice. We'll go through the comments later. We'll see who wins. Someone will have to remind me that we did it. Maybe you'll get a bonus ice maker. I don't know. We got a couple lying around. That's it. Best ball week. Rose -6. I like that. Best ball week for DraftKings. May do a show tomorrow. Other than that, maybe fire up a cut sweat. Maybe. What do we want? +3? I will look at Data Golf right now. Cut line predictions, Data Golf. Data Golf right now, datagolf.com is saying +2 38%, +3 34%. How many people are +3 or better? +3 or better, 113. So +4 is good. It's not going there. There are 96 players at +2 or better. So that would mean 26 players would have to shoot or have to get to +3. 26 net players. I was looking at Discord. 26 net players would have to fall to +3 tomorrow to get there. 26 net. And how many players are at +2? 96. How many players at +1? 69. Hello. So I think +1 is off the board. +2 is a possibility. I think Data Golf has it at 50-50, roughly. I'm going to say 75-25 +3. So baseball's back tomorrow. Jeff Coley. Fair enough. Fuck it. He says I'll take -7. Good. Take it. That's a good number. That's a -4 from Scotty. I think -7 is the lead tomorrow. I don't think you have the people. I don't think you have the I don't think top 70 in ties, yes. Not 10 shots in the lead, but top 70 in ties. I don't think you have the numbers. I don't think you have the numbers or the type of player to get many people to -7. You know, we've seen it before. Nothing against these golfers, but Aotong Lee. Who else is up there? I forget. The fake Olesen, Matthew Jordan regression, Saddam, the guy who went on a Buddhist retreat. Look that guy up. That's interesting. I think watch all the golfers, watch all the pro golfers now do what this Saddam kid did and go on this Buddhist monk retreat because he can shoot -3 in a major. Watch them all shave their head and wear robes. Matty Ice says dropping in to say Zach Johnson. I would not quit Zach Johnson. I wouldn't. You can't not going to take his hands away. Can't do it. Small ball. That's what we wanted in Nick Taylor. Can't do it. Zach Johnson. Spinny pitches. He was top 10 at the Masters. Still do it on big, long courses. Oh, long. Doesn't matter. It's not going to scare these players away. Difficulty at the green. That's where these guys will always have a better skill set. That's why they won majors. That's why they won the Masters. Sergio, Reed, shit this week. Zach Johnson, Phil, Tiger, Scotty, Hideki at one point. Hideki, you know, that's the really surprising one is Hideki. Hideki has top 5 short game on planet Earth. And he was decent with the irons, but guy's broken. He's broked. Hideki come back? Maybe. So that's it. Fade here is English, probably. That's it. Thank you for your time. We may do live cut sweat show tomorrow. And keep it real. I got to end this myself.